This video we will talk about tree diagram in IB exam. I will find some typical tree diagram to explain to you how they test in IB exam. Guided practice 1. When Andy plays tennis, 65% of his serves go to the correct area of the court. If the first serve goes into the correct area, his chance of winning the point is 90%. If his first serve doesn't go to correct area, Andy is allowed a second serve, and of this, 80% go into the correct area. If the second serve goes into the correct area, his chance of winning the point is 60%. If neither serve goes to the correct area, Andy loses the points. Complete the tree diagram first. According to the information, you have, this is a 0.1, here will be 0.9. Remember, 0.1 plus 0.9 equals 1. If both out, it will lose point. So the 100% losing the point. That's why this is 1. To second question, find the probability that the first serve doesn't go to correct area and loses the point. Which means first serve out and lose the point. So you have losing the point like this. You have this line and also this line. Both will go through this line. Therefore, the probability you multiply, these 3 multiply, you get this line. That is 0.35 times 0.8 times 0.4. This line, you will do 0.35 times 0.2 times 1. You're adding together, that's for number 2. So we get 0.35 times 0.8 times 0.4 plus 0.35 times 0.2 times 1. Put into a graphing calculator, you will get. So answer will be 0.182. What type of probability you need to write? Is it a percentage or fraction or decimal? Depends on what's given. For this question, you are given decimal. So our answer better be decimal. Go to number 3. Find the probability that Andy wins. So you have to check winning. This is a win. Here is win. For this win, you will get this line and this line. So you will do 0.65 times 0.9. For this win, you will see go to this line. That is 0.35 times 0.8 times 0.6. Then you adding together. So we have 0.65 times 0.9 plus 0.35 times 0.8 times 0.6 equals 0.753. Let's go to guided practice 2. Bill and Andrea plays 2 games of tennis. The probability that Bill wins the first game is 4/5. If Bill wins the first game, the probability that he wins the second game is 5/6. If Bill loses the first game, the probability that he wins the second game is 2/3. Copy and complete the following tree diagram. This will be 1/5 because 1 minus 4/5 equals 1/5. For Bill lose the first game, probability he wins the second game, that is 2/3. So here's 2/3. And this will be 1/3. Now let's go to B. Find the probability that Bill wins the first game and Andrea wins the second game. Bill wins the first game. That's wins the first game. And then Andrea wins the second game. So we have these two probability. We do multiplication. 4/5 times 1/6. You will get the 2/15. Let's go to C. Find the probability that Bill wins at least one game. So we know this is Bill wins 2. This is good. Bill wins 1 game. That's good. Bill wins 1 game. That's good. This one is not. That's why you will do 4/5 times 5/6. Then this one you do 4/5 times 1/6. Here you got to do 1/5 times 2/3. Then you add together. This will be the answer for C. 4/5 times 5/6 plus 4/5 times 1/6 plus 1/5 times 2/3. We put into graphing calculator, you will get answer will be 14/15. Let's go to D. Given that Bill wins at least 1 game. Basically, that's here. The answer for C. Find the probability that he wins both games. Given that means a bar. So we have the probability. Bill wins both games. And Bill wins at least 1 game. This bar means a division line. So you will get probability Bill wins at least 1 game. Top will be probability Bill win both games. At least 1 game. We already got it's 14/15. Both game winning, that's here. Win. So 4/5 times 5/6. That will be 2/3, 14/15. We put into graphing calculator, you will get 5/7 will be the solution. Let's go to guided practice 3. Bag A contains 3 white balls and 4 red balls. 2 balls are chosen at random without replacement. Copy and complete the following tree diagram. We use 1 minus 2/6. You will get the 4/6. This one. After you took 1 red, then you will have 3 red left. So it's 3/6. then 3 over 6 for the white. Let's go to second one. Find the probability that 2 white balls are chosen. So you need to check 2 white. This is a 2 white. They go to this line. Yeah, that's the only 2 white. So we have 3 over 7 times 2 over 6. That will be 1 over 7. So the probability will be 1 over 7. Bag B contains 4 white balls and 3 red balls. When 2 balls are chosen at random without replacement from bag B, the probability they are both white is 2 over 7. A standard die is rolled if 1 or 2 is obtained. 2 balls are chosen without replacement from bag A. Otherwise, they are chosen from bag B. Standard die, we know that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 or 2, basically, the probability will be 2 over 6. B. Find the probability that the 2 balls are white. We can draw the tree diagram this time. The first step, you have to roll the die. Then, when you get 1 or 2, that means you will get the bag A. Otherwise, you get the bag B. For bag A, the probability will be 2 over 6. For bag B, will be 4 over 6. According to the information from part A, we know both white ball, the probability will be 1 over 7. Not both white balls, it will be 6 over 7. For bag B, if it's both white, it's given 2 over 7 here. Not both white, it will be 5 over 7. I'm looking for both white. That means 2 over 6 times 1 over 7. This one, they go to this line and this line. So you have 4 over 6 times 2 over 7. Then we add this together. 2 over 6 times 1 over 7 plus 4 over 6 times 2 over 7. We put into graphing calculator, you will get 5 over 21. That's the solution to part B. Let's go to part C. Given that both balls are white, given that means we consider this is a total. Find the probability that they were chosen from bag A. From bag A, this will be the probability. Then you will divide it by given both balls are white, this one. In other words, you will get, let's work this out. That will be 1 over 21. So 1 over 21 over 5 over 21. You will get 1 over 5. Let's go to guided practice 4. A 4-sided die has 3 blue faces and 1 red face. The die is rolled. Let it be the event a blue face lands down, and the event a red face lands down. Write down the probability blue face and then the red. This will be 3 over 4. Red will be 1 over 4. If the blue face lands down, the dice is not rolled again. If the red face lands down, the dice is rolled once again. This is represented by the following tree diagram where P, S, T are the probabilities. Find the value of P, S, T. This P will be 3 over 4. Then you have 1 over 4 here. Then we wrote again, this still 3 over 4. And here is 1 over 4. Let's go to C. This guy plays a game where he rolls the die. If a blue face lands down, he scores 2. And it's finished. So he will get the 2 points for this. If the red face lands down, he scores 1 and roll one more time. This is a score 1. Then let X be the total score obtained. Show that probability X equals 3 over 16. And then find the probability X equals 2. We know this will be the 2. And here's 1. So this line, basically you got the X equals 2. This line, you will get the X equals 3. This line, you got the X equals 2. Therefore, for probability that X equals 3, you have to go to this line. That is 1 over 4 times 3 over 4 equals 3 over 16. So we can write down probability X equals 3 equals 3 over 16. Then find the probability X equals 2. Since the result either 2 or 3, we already got 3 is 3 over 16. Therefore, for the 2 part, you will get 1 minus 3 over 16. That will be 13 over 16. For D, if total score is 3, this guy wins $10. If the total score is 2, he gets nothing. This guy played the game twice. Find the probability that he wins exactly $10. Since this guy played the game twice, we have 2 situations. He wins $20 in the game 1. And second game, nothing. Or he win nothing for the first game. And second game, he wins $10. The probability winning $10, you have to get score 3, which means the probability will be 3 over 16. The first situation, this probability will be 3 over 16. $0, that probability will be 13 over 16. You do multiplication, then adding. This is a 13 over 16 times 3 over 16. Then you adding together will be your answer. So we have D, 3 over 16 times 13 over 16 plus 3 over 16 times 13 over 16 equals 39 over 128 will be the solution.